interfere with a constitutionally protected activity.
What did he do exactly?
He arrested. He pointed his taser at me and arrested me. So that would be the definition of using the color of law to interfere with a constitutionally protected activity. And like I told you, internal affairs cannot investigate this crime. They cannot.
Internal affairs investigates their police officers regardless of what the crime is.
That's okay, and I'm telling you that that's just simply not true. So why would you have a federal statute?
Why do you, if he killed somebody, right?
Yeah.
Would they investigate that?
Because that's not a federal. It would depend on what they're charging him with. I'm here today to file a report. A federal crime.
That's fine.
Was committed.
That's fine, but there are ways to do that.
Is there another way besides coming to the FBI and reporting it?
Internal affairs. They investigate their police officers.
Yeah, sir. That's not. They can investigate. They can invest. They do investigate the police officers. Which
why couldn't they investigate him on any crime that you?
Because they have no jurisdiction in enforcing federal crime, sir. You should know that. You're a high-ranking police officer here at the FBI.
They investigate any crimes that their police officers.
Not federal crimes.
Let me finish, okay? They investigate their police officers on any crimes that you think they committed. If it becomes an issue where they determine that the FBI has to get involved, then the FBI will get involved.
So let me make this clear. So let me just understand so I can understand you better. You're saying that the people who committed the crime investigate their own crime.
No, you're saying one person committed a crime.
But he works. It's his organization.
So
that's what he works for.
What do you think they have an internal?
Do you think that's a fair? Do you think that's a fair? Do you think that would be a fair investigation of a federal crime, which they can't even investigate a federal crime? So you know that you're a high-ranking police officer.
You're investigating a crime that you're saying he committed. Correct?
No, they're not. They're investigating me for a crime, sir. They arrested me for hindering, which I was not, and there is video to prove that I was not, and I have all the evidence in the world. Exactly.
That's your incident.
Exactly. That's what
they're
arrested. Yes.
And you're saying that you were arrested unlawfully.
Unlawfully, which would violate, again, I will say, U.S. Code section U.S. Code 18, Section 242.
You don't have to keep telling me the code.
Yeah, I want you to understand.
I'm telling you that there's proper ways to go about this.
Okay. Is any of these gentlemen? Are any of these gentlemen over here a supervisor? Are you a supervisor, sir?
Are you here to make a complaint, sir?
I am. I'm here to report a federal felony, sir.
Can we get a complaint form, and we'll have him fill out a complaint?
Okay.
Okay.
And what was your name, sir?